Invite the delegation of Pakistan.
Thank you, Chair, for giving me the floor. I would like to exercise my right of reply to the comments made by one member state that not only perpetrates state terrorism, but also peddles disinformation and propaganda and proliferates hate through false narratives as part of its narrow foreign policy agenda. We heard remarks in the context of Pahalgam made earlier. As a responsible member of the international community, Pakistan, as an elected non-permanent member of the Security Council, joined fellow council members in unequivocally condemning this attack. Pakistan also offered an independent and credible investigation, but we are yet to see evidence of the perpetrators of this attack, details of which remain unknown. Not only was Pakistan's offer rejected, but it was attacked, its sovereignty violated, and 54 innocent Pakistani civilians were martyred, 15 of them children, 13 women, in a blatant act of aggression. This behavior sets a dangerous precedent, providing a template for states that seek to intimidate their neighbors. The global community should not afford to ignore such errant and rogue behavior. The naked act of aggression and violation of our sovereignty met a befitting, proportionate response in accordance with our right to self-defense under Article 51 of the UN Charter, which was duly exercised with maturity, exhibiting proportionate, minutely calibrated, and manifestly restrained response that resulted in Pakistan's resounding success in thwarting this threat, ending with a ceasefire brokered with the good offices of the United States at the request of New Delhi. This malicious accusations of cross-border terrorism are a deliberate attempt to repeat lies until they are accepted as the truth, which is far from ground realities. This country is not only a regional bully, but a net destabilizer in the entire region, holding South Asia hostage to its hegemonic designs and Hindutva ideology that inspires hate, divisions, and xenophobia. First, it is this country that illegally occupies territories, oppresses indigenous populations, and violates fundamental human rights, as is the case in Indian illegally occupied Jammu and Kashmir, the disputed status of which is recognized by the UN, where we have all gathered here today. To deny these realities is a violation of international law and a disrespect to a rules-based international order. I need not elaborate on the scheme of extrajudicial killings, arbitrary arrests, detentions, staged encounters, and collective punishment under the cover of counterterrorism laws that this country pursues. Second, it is this country that sponsors terrorist organizations in its neighborhood, particularly Pakistan, by sponsoring and financing terrorist entities. Third, it is this country that runs a global campaign of extraterritorial assassinations and clandestine proxies on our soil and beyond, including the United States and Canada. Fourth, it has become a routine script. Whenever an incident occurs, Pakistan is reflexively blamed without any shred of evidence, logic, or any investigation. Chair, Pakistan remains committed to peace. We have consistently offered dialogue. The lives of 1.5 billion people of South Asia deserve prosperity and stability. But let it be very clear, these goals cannot be achieved through threats and intimidation. True progress requires sincerity, mutual respect, and genuine diplomacy, principles that Pakistan has upheld, which this particular member state must finally choose to embrace if it truly seeks peace. I thank you, Mr. Chair.